It's the baggage truck is bound. Oh. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. Alright, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. We live. All I can say is God lead the people to my live that needs to be on this live, that need to hear this information. Those are the people that I am welcoming in. I am not welcoming anyone that's coming to bring a distraction. I bind the spirit of distractions right now in the name of Jesus. And only those people that wants to be in this live to learn should be the ones in this live. All right, so I said I was coming back at 7. I am live. Let's get started. Let's get started. It's 7:01. Time is a big thing. Learn how to use your time wisely. All right, let me put my notifications on mute. It's the baggage rugged bomb.
Big news. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in North Carolina. You can zone down in the F-Lake to get these wins.
As you come in the live, tap the live, share the live. We're going to get started in just a moment. This is not the vibes I got. This is the vibes I'm on right here.
You know, like, sometimes you just gotta stop caring about, like, what everybody else think and just live your life, you know? Look, if you ain't failed a couple times, you ain't ready for this. I don't crumble under pressure, I go heavy with this. Driving straight to the hole, I don't need no assist. If all I got is one shot, you know I ain't gonna miss.
All right, y'all.
Take a heavy serious, I'm petty with this. Never been the type to
I told y'all we'll come back live on Sunday and go over the information. I'm a woman of my word. As you come in, share the live, tap the live, interact with the live. Let's go ahead and lay the foundation down right now, okay? This is live is for those who want to learn. Whatever if the topic of discussion, if you asking questions about things that I'm not talking about in this live, then you will, number one, be muted, and number two, your comment might go will go overlooked. Okay? I need y'all to get your attention spans back in order. So as you come in, tap the live, share the live. I told y'all I'll be back live at 7 o'clock tonight. What's up, Ms. Lee? I told you guys we'll be back live again at 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. It is now 7. I am definitely a person of my word. We are going to girl. We got to learn how to be focused. We got to be focused, and stop looking at the hocus pocus. Get from under these spells. So for those of you who are new to me, my name is Nikisha. I am your consumer law coach. I teach you how to be I teach you how to be a more informed and also educated consumer. That way you can properly understand how to properly insert yourself. Yeah, some people might say, why would you want to be a consumer? But I don't care how you look at it, right? The reality of the reality is you will always be a damn consumer. Okay? So why not comprehend and understand how to protect yourselves, right? Why not learn how to protect yourselves, right? So tonight, as promised, we are going over the Fair Credit Reporting Act. We are going over the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is the FCRA. For those of you who know, you know. Have your pen and paper handy if you're taking notes. Don't ask nothing in the comment section that is not pertaining to what we're going over inside the live, because your ass will either be muted for being a damn distraction to the people that's here trying to learn, or your ass will be blocked if you inside the comments being crazy. Just point blank, period. Let's just go ahead and establish that shit now. Before we even get into the live, before we even get deep into the class, right? This is going to be the live that you want to be in. If you are a beginner, If you have some type of knowledge about credit, if you have some type of knowledge about consumer laws, if you have some type of knowledge about the FDCPA, this live is for you. This live is for those of you who are trying to understand how to get derogatory items and remarks off of your credit report. This is what this live is. This is an educational live. So if you are here and you are in class, I need for you to be in class ready to go. Okay? We haven't started yet. I just came live. I promise y'all I'll be live at 7, and hey, here I am. Okay? So as you come in, please tag, like, share, interact with the live. If you're receiving any type of value from the live, let me know that by letting me know that you're receiving value from the live inside the comments. We are going to interact because I don't have time for TikTok telling me that my live is not being interactive. Okay? What we are going to do is take notes. We're going to take copious notes. Never ask a question before you get an understanding. If you don't understand something quite yet, then you can ask your question. But the only questions I am answering in this live is the questions around what we are talking about, right? So the very first thing you might want to write on your paper, for those of you who are taking notes, you might want to write this down. And this is going to always be my foundational principle. So if you have your pen and paper, drop me a 1 in the comment section. Damn, do I need to get something to drink before I start? I think I'm going to grab me some water. I'm going to give you guys an hour of my time, teaching you some things, showing you some things. I'm pretty sure it's going to go over an hour, but my goal is an hour. Thank you, Allie. You was here earlier. That's how I know you're serious about what you want to do with yourself. Share out the live, okay? Invite some people. So on this live, excuse me, I'm about to go get some water because I already know I'm going to need some water because my mouth going to get dry. Just go ahead and get it. Let me go ahead and get this right now before we get started. Let's go ahead and get this now before we even get started.
The general gives you a break when you need it.
Let me go ahead and get this before I get started. I'm gonna grab me some water. Listen to this while we do this.
You don't need their permission, but you need yours. You don't need their permission, but you do need yours. You do need to look at yourself and declare who you are, and you need to believe it. Do you think my dreams are too big? I said, absolutely not. You're just telling them to the wrong person. For some of you, the reason why you're not taking advantage of this opportunity is not because you don't believe in it, you don't believe in you. In order to achieve greatness, you must first believe you can. Because I get to decide. I'm running my life now. I'm finally in control of my life. I'm finally the boss of my life. Are you ready to be the boss of your own life?
The person you hear in this audio is Eric Thomas.
Are you ready?
So I'm going to give y'all time to get your pen and your paper. If you need water, go ahead and grab it. If you got to use the restroom, go ahead and do it, okay?
You deserve it. And stop listening to the people who tell you you don't. Kill the noise.
Got my water.
What do they know?
Woo,
Hard
child.
work now. So here's the hard work. I need you to confront you. I was created to be great. I was created to do great things. I was created to have great things, and I will no longer ask others for their permission. That person who was your hater, they thought they defeated you. That person who told you you'll never amount to anything, they thought they defeated you. You want me to tell you to give up? Huh? You want me to tell you to quit? Huh? Is that what you want me to say? Is it you want to hear E.T. say, it's all right to give up. It's all right to surrender. That's what you want me to say? Well, listen to me, Greg. I can't tell you that. Some of us just cry. Some of us don't make excuses. Some of us don't surrender. Some of us don't give up and give in. It's our dream. Nobody's going to see it
All right, here we go.
What we do with the pressure is we say, I gotta take it, and I gotta take it to another level. Once you start questioning yourself, you already lost. All of us will be successful.
What's up, Queen?
Don't quit.
We ain't start yet. I'm giving y'all time to get y'all pen and y'all paper. But we about to get started.
I get up at 3 because it's silent. It's easier to be focused when you're
Thank you for sharing the live, babe. Before we start, I need to at least have 1,000 likes before we get started. Thank you, Allie. I really appreciate you so much. May God bless you tremendously.
Okay, you missed that whole thing. I just
Everything you desire, I hope and pray that God brings it to you. And I also hope that you have the mindset to comprehend what's being done. And I also pray that your capacity is expanded.
let me explain what I mean to you. I make sure that every single day
I pray that God give you the grace and the wisdom
that I'm getting a whole bunch of wins.
and the understanding. So thank you so much, Allie. You always participating.
Doing this at this time. The problem most of you waking up and you worshiping money. Man, I was in the back when Cole was like, I got this opportunity for you. I got this opportunity. I got this opportunity.
Thank you for liking the live, Queen.
You have to chase opportunities. So I became number one. Not meaning I'm better than nobody else. It means I just mastered.
Thank you, sweetie. All right. All right. So, again, my name is Nikisha. I am your consumer law coach. I teach you how to be a more informed and educated consumer. That way you know how to properly insert yourselves when you out here making decisions inside these consumer and credit streets, okay? I am not a credit specialist. Let me let y'all know that shit right now. I am not a credit specialist. However, I do know the principles around credit, and I do know how to correct these accounts that's on our consumer report. So I do provide that service, but I'm not a credit specialist. I specialize in the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That's why I have my certification. I also have my certification in the FDCPA, which is the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. I stay in my own lane. Whenever I do talk to you guys, I might mention something about contract laws and stuff like that, but that's not my lane. Teaching you about contracts is not my lane. I'm still learning, okay? If it's something that I don't know and that I have not experienced and I have not seen worked with my own eyes and I have not read it, I will not be sharing it. I only share the information that I know to be true and that I know that works. I also teach and coach you about how you are able to use things to your advantage. I teach you basically how to get a strategy and a plan together, right? I teach you the basic principles that you need, right? Because a lot of people out here, it's like this right here. There's a whole lot of information that we are receiving, right? Whenever we come on these apps. But the problem is, even though we are receiving all of this information, right, from all these different people, you don't really understand how to really use that information. That's where I come in play. Again, I specialize in the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and I specialize in the FDCPA because I'm certified in both of those areas. However, I do have the knowledge when it comes to endorsing and performing on your bills. I do have knowledge about contract, how to read a contract, and all this other stuff, right? But my main lane is the FCRA and the FDCPA, to where I teach and show you how you are able to insert and apply these rights when it comes to you, right? And I also get you a strategy. So tonight we are going over the FCRA. So for those of you who are following along, please have the FCRA up. I will show you my screen, so bear with me as I show you the screen. I just wish TikTok would get this feature, the share screen feature. I just wish they would get that. But hey, we got to use what we can use to get the information out, right? I do have a private community to where I do teach you and dig a whole lot deeper, to where I'm able to be more free whenever I teach and share information, okay? So nothing that I'm telling you is the only way, but I am showing you a way. It's not the only way, but it's a way. There's many different ways out there, right? But you have to decide the way that you are going to take. Oh, we got our 1,000. Thank you for the 1,000 likes. And we got 3 shares. We need to have, thank you, 4 shares now. Thank you, who was that? Smarty next door. Was that her name? Yeah, you know who you is. But anyway, how can we join or get more advanced guidance from you? The link is in my bio. You would join, you would tap the link in my bio and you would join the one that says mentorship. It's the one that's for $99. It's the one for $99. It's $99 to join and $50 a month. So, we are going over the FCRA. We are going over these data breaches that I told you guys I was going to show you guys about. We are going over the CFPB website. We are also going to go to the Federal Trade Commission website. And also my lives is interactive. I have a goal to reach 50 roses. So when y'all throw out the gifts, make sure y'all giving me roses. That way TikTok will not say that I am not being active on my live. Yes, the answer to your question is yes, absolutely. I put them on notice. I teach you how to put them on notice. I show you a way how you can put them on notice. Everything is about a strategy. So, this live here tonight, we are going over consumer laws. And we're going over data breaches. We're going over systems, tools, mindset, all that. This is the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act. And I am going to also show you some information in the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act. So my question to you guys tonight, before I turn my screen around to show you the information, how many of you put a 1 in the chat if you heard of consumer laws, a 2 in the chat if you never heard of consumer laws, and the 3 in the chat is if you heard of it but you're not really quite sure how to use it and how it really applies to you. A 1 if you heard, a 2 if you haven't heard, and a 3 is if you heard about it but you don't really understand how to use it. Okay, that I'm asking these questions and for you for your participation so I can know how I should be teaching you and how much information I should be giving, because I don't want to give information I don't want to give information and you don't properly understand. That's why I say my thing is I teach people, I teach beginners and I teach you basic information. I show you basic information that leads up to that big information that other people talk about too, like endorsing these damn bills, properly endorsing these damn bills and discharging. All right, so got that part out the way. The next question I have for you, and thank y'all for the 12 shares and the 1.5K likes. The next question I want to ask you is this right here. How many of you guys know what a credit freeze or a security freeze is? If you know what a credit freeze is, drop me a heart in the comment section. If you know what a credit freeze is or security freeze, quote unquote, drop me a heart. If you don't know exactly what a credit freeze is, drop me a fire in the comments. If you heard of a credit freeze or a security freeze and you have done a freeze, but you don't really understand why you have done the freeze, what's going on, Tyra? How you doing, baby? If you don't really quite understand it, then I want you to drop me, just say, drop me a 3. Thank you for the heart. And again, I have to see who is in the room so I can make sure I give information that you can use, and that way you can properly understand. My goal is 50 hearts on this live. Also, as far as my likes, I want to get my likes to 10,000. That's my goal. Within the next hour, I want to be at 10,000. So 8:20. I'm going to try to get all this information to you by 8:20. I'm going to go over that for you right now. I'm about to go over that right now with you, Allie. All right, so let me go ahead and take this down so I can show y'all some stuff. Oh, bear with me, y'all. Give me a second. Let's see how we do this. How do we flip this camera around? But before we flip the camera around, let me just make sure the camera is already clean. Because I don't want to be doing that ghetto shit. What most of us be doing. All right, let me see. How the hell I do this shit? Flip the camera. Flip camera. And when I flip the camera and take off the green screen, tell me if the words is where you guys can read it and see it. It might be a little... Oh, shit. That's too goddamn far. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it now. I'm going to try my best. So this is what we're going over tonight. We are going to go over this, right? We are going to go over the credit reporting. We're going to be going over the FCRA, which is the credit reporting agency. This right here is the laws and regulations around the credit reporting agencies when it comes to credit reporting, right? I want y'all to understand this right here. A lot of people hear people say USC, right? This is the basics. I'm giving y'all the basics so you can understand. Because what did I tell y'all this morning? For those of you who follow me, you know what I always say. With all you're getting, get an understanding. USC stands for United States Code. USC stands for United States Code. And trust me, I am going to quiz you on the stuff that I'm telling you. Okay? So be ready. I don't know what question I'm going to ask, but just know I'm going to ask. We are going to be going over everything in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. For those of you who was on my live this morning, and for those, and matter of fact, it's for everybody. Can you tell me, out of all these things that I'm showing you, what is the very first thing that I always tell people to do when you are trying to learn something? Can somebody drop in the comment section for me? What is the very first thing you should go? Where is the very first place out of all these things that you see that's listed here? Where is the very first place? Oops, I didn't mean to tap on that. Where is the very first place you should be going when you are learning about something, right? So we are going to be going to the FCRA. Drop in the comments. There you go. Drop in the comments. I don't care how much of this stuff is up here. All the way from 81 through X in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and this is with anything, right? You want to always go here first, your definition section. Thank you so much. Y'all been paying attention. So proud of y'all. So the very first thing I want you to understand, with all you're getting, get what? Get an understanding. So I want you to learn. Get in the habit of going to the definition section, right? The reason why you want to go to your definition section is because when you go and you define a thing, it's going to give you exactly how to use the words that you are reading on the paper and how it applies to you. So when you see person in the FCRA and in other parts of the law, this is the legal definition. It says the term person means any individual, partnership, corporation, trust, estate, cooperative association, government or governmental subdivision, or agency or other entity, right? This is going to be your definitions. The next thing I want you to pay attention to when you go to the very first thing you're going to read in the FCRA, in order for you to get an understanding of any and everything that's in the FCRA, I want you to get in the habit of going to this particular one first. 15 United States Code 1681A. Definitions, rules of constructions. It's giving you the rules. It's giving you the definitions and it's giving you the rules, right? So, a lot of times what happens is we have these reports in front of us and we don't really understand or comprehend the report. But in order for you to comprehend and understand what belongs inside the report, you got to first of all know what goes in the report. You have to know what belongs there and what does not belong there, right? So that's why I say start with your definition section. Okay? All right, let's go. We just getting started, so have your pen and paper. If you have any questions, drop your questions inside the comment section. Long as it's pertaining to the information that's being shared, you will get an answer. As long as it's a question pertaining to the information that's being shared. If you asking a question that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to either mute you or I'm going to either mute you and your question is going to go unheard, or I'm going to mute you and block your ass. I'm just telling you right now. I'm giving you the rules, right? Remember, the same principle applies. Definitions, rules of construction. I'm giving you the rules. I'm telling you right now. Only ask questions pertaining to what we are talking about, because this is what this live is about. I'm not talking about them. I'm not going to be going over securities. I'm not going over I'm not going to be going over what the other shit, y'all, contracts. I'm not going over none of that stuff, right? This live is strictly to show you how to use the FCRA to your advantage, because this is your protection. The next goal is to show you how to use these data breaches to your advantage, because your information has been compromised. So we are going over the FCRA tonight. We are going over the summary of your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I am going to show you how to properly use the CFPB website and how to dig information off of this website to work in your favor when you're doing your own research. This right here is a bonus. I'm going to show you about this credit acceptance. I'm going to show you about a credit acceptance, and look where it came from, the CFPB website. We are going to go over these tabs, and I'm going to tell you right now, this live is definitely going to go over an hour. I said I'm going to give y'all an hour, but I can already tell you that the live is going to be more than an hour, okay? This information I'm showing you is this. I'm not giving you no less than what I would give you if you were in my private community. I don't believe in doing stuff like that. It's in me to teach you. My heart is in teaching. My heart is showing you how to properly insert yourself, how to properly study, how to properly do your due diligence when you're out here trying to get some things removed off of your credit, right? Or even go even further by suing. You know what I'm saying? Like in my private community, I go over all this information. I give you the steps on how you're able to sue these companies, sue these credit reporting agencies. I show you how to sue these collection agencies. Hello. Sue these furnishers of information. But anyway, I teach you how to use your tools. Just know that. CFPB, we're going to go over these tabs and what it means to you. But the biggest one we're going to look at the most tonight is going to be the Consumer Complaint Database, right? Then the next thing we are going to go over, because I told y'all I'm going to show you how to use these data breaches to your advantage. Let me pull it back some. I am going to go over the 26 billion records that has been leaked and show you how to protect yourself. I'm going to tell you the real reason why you should be freezing your reports. I am also going to show you some of the people that's on that list. Look, the 72 biggest data breaches ranked by impact. Here we go. We're gonna go over all of this. I'm just showing you the materials that we're going over. I'm pretty sure your ass done had a Yahoo account in the past. Okay? Alibaba. I used to buy my products that I used to sell off of Alibaba. They had a data breach. See, these companies don't tell you about the breaches that they have going on when your information is being leaked and being sold on these webs. But I'm about to show your ass something though. Tap the live, share the live. LinkedIn. We're going to go over this list. I'm trying to find that one that show Capital One. Facebook. Everybody been, baby, look, Facebook. 533 million users. Data has been what? Exposed. They giving you a hard time removing those inquiries and things off of your report. I'm about to, listen, you better pick up what I'm putting down. 500 million accounts affected by the Yahoo data breach. Marriott. All this information is going to be things that you can use, right? News that you can use. It's going to be news that you can use. Hold on, TikTok telling me to do something. There we go. We are going to be going over this right here. I'm going to show y'all. MySpace. Now, I know damn well y'all done had a MySpace account in the past, but who still uses fucking MySpace? We are going over this. Twitter. Temu. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Here we go. Experian. Hello. Did y'all not know that it was a data breach with Experian? But they're supposed to be protecting our information. Let me pull up the one. Let me show you. Equifax should be on here too. Adobe. You know when y'all signing them documentations online, when those people send y'all this information to be signed, those contracts and stuff that y'all, them agreements y'all signing. Look, MyFitnessPal. I had MyFitnessPal. Man, I done seen many. They go the other FCRA. Equifax. eBay. Canva. There you go. Canva. I'm just showing y'all just a little something. Capital One. But anyway, we're going to go over that. When we go over that, I'm going to come to this website and I'm going to show you guys how to do your FTC report. Trust me, Queen, they got more than 4. I'm going to bring y'all over here and I'm going to show y'all how to do the FTC report and why to do the report. And then we're going to go over the Graham-Leach-Bailey Act. What's going on, Forever? All right? So, like I say, anything you start with, you always want to come here first to your definition section first. Always. Always. You always want to come get your definitions first. Why? I told you, with all your getting, get what? Get an understanding. You want to come here to your definitions. Your definitions is going to also give you the rules of the game. You cannot expect to win the game if you don't understand and comprehend the rules of the game. You get me? All right, here we go. So again, consumer report. In order for you to understand what you're looking at, you got to, first of all, understand what belongs on it and what does not belong on it. What belongs on it and what does not belong on it, right? How can you go and how can you form a strategy, or how can you go and perform if you don't first understand what belongs? Here we go. What does it say about consumer? It says consumer report. In general, the term consumer report means any means all. For those of you who are taking notes, remember, write this down. Any means all. Everything. Ain't nothing excluded. It says consumer report. In general, the term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication with any information by a consumer reporting agency bearing on a consumer's creditworthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, general reputation, personal characteristics, or here we go, mode of living. Here you go, mode of living, right? Mode of living, which is used or expected to be used or collected in whole or in part for the purpose of serving as a factor in establishing the consumer's eligibility for. And here what it talks about right here. This is it right here. Eligibility for credit or insurance to be used primarily for personal, family, or household purposes. Here we go. Mode of living. This is why you go read your definitions to get an understanding, because it's gonna lay out the whole entire blueprint. It's gonna give you the play. It's gonna show you how this shit should be ran and how it should be done. It's gonna tell you exactly what should be and what should not be. Okay. Also inside of the definitions, remember we said it was the rules, right? Definitions and definitions, rules of construction. So here, that's the definitions. Now here go the rules. It talks about exclusions. It's talking about what should be excluded from a consumer report. My job is to come and break it down to you. That way you can comprehend and understand. So it just gave us the definition. Now it's going to part 2, which is the exclusion. Except as provided in paragraph 3, the term consumer report does not include. Can somebody tell me what does not include means? Drop it inside the comments. Like I said, this is an interactive live. Like the live, share the live. I need 5,000 likes and I need 10 more shares. My goal is 50 roses. If you're taking notes, take your notes. Thank you, Scully. Who is that? Who has said? Barbara. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Thank you, Scully. Who has said something? Thank you, Miss Sandra. Exclusions. Except as provided in paragraph 3, the term consumer report does not include A. Subject to the section 1681S-3 of this title. Any. Remember, I told you any means all. You're welcome. Remember, and let me tell y'all this before I get any further. Sometimes I might look down at your comments and sometimes I might not. So if you make a comment and you asking a question around what we're talking about and I don't answer you, just know that I'll go back into the comment section to answer your questions, because I don't want to be too long on this live because it's going to already be more than an hour. I just want you to know right now it's going to be more than an hour because I have so much information to show you. Thank you for the roses. It says report containing, and what y'all and everything that y'all said in the comments was correct. Okay? Does not include, means to exclude. It should not be nowhere near. So it says 1, report containing information solely as to transactions or experiences between the consumer and the person making the report. Remember that we said, look, let me show y'all. Remember we said, do anybody, before I click on can somebody tell me what is the legal term of a person? We went over this in the beginning. What is the legal terminology for a person? Thank you for the follow. Can somebody tell me the legal term for a person? I'm going to give y'all time because I know sometimes the internet could be a little delayed. So nobody, out of 42 people, nobody know what the definition of a person is? Okay. 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 According to what we're reading, what is a person? Let's click on it. The term person means any individual, partnership, corporation, trust, estate, cooperative association, government or governmental subdivision or agency or other entity. So it says right here in the exclusion section, it says right here, reports containing information solely as to transactions or experiences between the consumer and the person making the report. Communication of that information among persons related by common ownership or affiliated by corporate control. Here go a key word for you, affiliated. That's a key word for you. Let me show you why. Let me show you the why. Remember, I tell you, I teach you the who, what, when, why, and how, and where. So I'm showing you where to find it. I'm showing you why you need to know this. Because in the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, let's pull up 6802. Obligation with respect to disclosures of personal information. That's number 1. And let's go back to 6801. Protection of non-personal information. It tells you right here. Privacy obligation policy. They are obligated to have a policy in place to protect your privacy. So if that's the case, They are obligated to have this type of thing in place to protect our privacy. Why the hell we got these fucking data breaches? Why are we not using these data breaches to our advantage? Why are we not using these data breaches to get these inquiries off of our accounts? These charge-offs off our accounts? Why are we not using these data breaches? The reason why you don't know to use these data breaches is because you don't have a strategy. All right, so I see more people that's coming in. I'm gonna say this one time before. I'm gonna say this right here in between, but while I share this, share the live, tap the live, interact with the live. The only information is good that you have the knowledge that you have. However, a lot of people don't know information. So again, I'm dealing with a lot of people that's beginners and wanting to know and comprehend, right? So there's a reason why I start from the bottom. You got to learn how to build your foundation, right? So, yes, what you're saying about the 18 United States Code 2076 is true. However, you can't get there until you understand your basic principles. No, you are right. You are right. Don't be sorry. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be on people live and I be listening. I'm like, damn, it's like stuff that they're telling me. I'm connected with it, and I'm typing some stuff that I'm being connected to in the comments. But listen, I don't take no offense to it. Only thing I'm saying is know that everybody is on a different pathway in their journey. So my whole goal and purpose is to do what? Teach you how to lay down your foundational principles. Know your who, your what, your why, your when, your where, and how. Y'all ever heard when they told us that our why we have to have a why that's bigger than the excuses that we're making? Your why should be the very thing that's driving you. So what's driving you and what's pulling you? So if they are supposed to be protecting our non-public personal information, why do we have collection accounts on our consumer reports? Listen, let me just talk about that collection situation. Let me put a pin right here. People getting caught up on the collection on the account, but you're not really looking at the real bigger picture. The bigger picture is this right here, people. And that's why I just showed you that's why I'm showing you the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act and the 15 United States Code 6801, protection of non-public personal information. They can buy the debt. I don't give a damn if you buy the debt, but you cannot buy my non-public personal information, which is my social, my name, my date of birth, my address, the stuff that identifies who I am as a person. How you doing? You can't buy that. Now you are infringing upon my right to privacy. That's how you're able to sue these companies, especially a debt collector, a debt buyer, a collection agency. You can have the debt all you want to, but I never consented to you to have my NPI, which is my non-public personal information. And this is why you guys have to understand that you have to go and learn how to opt out. You have the right to opt out of your information being shared, even with marketing purposes. When you go and read when you go and look at the laws in the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act, all the way down to number 9, where it shows the definitions, it's going to give you the information that you need in order for you to arm yourself. So this is the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act, 15 U.S.C., which is the 15 United States Code, 6801, all the way through 6809. Everything I'm showing you in the Gramm-Leach-Bailey Act is going to also go for those of you who are looking at contracts. Contracts. Even when you go and you start looking into TILA, like I said, this live is strictly for the is going to be about the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and I'm going to show you information on the CFPB website. So, with that being said, now that you know that when you go and look at the FCRA, you should be starting right here in 15 United States Code 1681I, the definitions and the rules of constructions. Now you are able to go back to the beginning of what Congress has found. 15 United States Code 1681, congressional findings and statement of purpose. Right here, this is your right. You have the right to accuracy and fairness of credit reporting. They can't deny you of this right. let's read it. It says, the banking system is dependent upon fair and accurate credit reporting. Inaccurate credit reports directly impair the efficiency of the banking system. And unfair credit reporting methods undermines the public confidence which is essential to the continued function of the banking system. So, for those of you who do not know, when you have what y'all call y'all credit report, damn, is that the moon? Damn, that moon big as fuck. God damn. Anyway, my bad, I got distracted. Looking out the kitchen window. When you are looking at your credit report, right? You have to realize what you're looking at when you see those things on your report. You have your personal section. You have to remember that it's broken down in different parts. You have your personal section, which is going to be your name, your date of birth, your aliases, right? And then the next section that you're going to have in your report, depending on how your report is set up, you're going to have accounts. So when you look at the account section, that's the section that you need to also be looking at. But you have to realize that that account section is going to be what? It's the account receivables. Remember, I asked you, why do you have a collection on your credit report? For those of you who have a charge off, you have to ask yourself, well, why do I have a charge off? A charge off comes about when that company has attempted to collect on that account and was unsuccessful with the account being paid on. So when you go delinquent for a long period of time, in some cases, I believe it's like 150 days, unsuccessful of getting payment from you on these accounts, it goes into what's called a charge off status. So when you see a charge off on your credit report or quote unquote consumer report, you have a charge off is showing up on the report because that company has written off that account because they feel within themselves, well, you know, we already attempted to collect on this, but they're not responding. So let's go ahead and take it off of our receivables. Let me show you the facts. That way, you know, like I said, anything I tell you, I could definitely back up what I say. Hold on. What is a charge off? Let's look at the legal definition of a charge off. Boom. And let me take you to the law. Here we go. I'm just building your foundation right now so you can have good understanding and clarification. I'm gonna also tell you why a charge off should not be on your report, because number one, when you go to the irs.gov website and you look at that cancellation of debt form, which is the 1099-C form, it spells out all of this information. So here we go. Charge off is a write-off of a debt and termination of servicing activities without release of liability. A charge-off is a decision. So you got to remember, a decision was made. A charge-off is a decision by the agency to remove debt from agency receivables. Thank you for the 5K. The goal is 10. Agency to remove debt from the agency's receivables. However, future payments may be received. And I'll tell y'all about that later, about that future payment. But I just want y'all to understand the things that belongs on your report. Now, a charge-off should not be on your report because, number one, it is considered to be ordinary and taxable income. And income is something that does not belong on your credit report. Income is something that should not be on your consumer report. This is not a banking statement. This is not what this is, right? Because you have to remember, where is it? Let me close this one. We'll be going back up here. We got to remember that according to the definition under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and 15 United States Code A, definitions, rules of constructions, it tells us what? It gives us the definition of a consumer report. Let's go to it. Where is it? It's right here. Bam. Click on it. Consumer report. The term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by a consumer reporting agency bearing on a consumer's credit worthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, general reputation, personal characteristics, or mode of living, which is used or expected to be used or collected in whole or in part for the purpose of serving as a factor in establishing the consumer's eligibility. And it's telling you the things that they use it for. Credit or insurance to be used primarily. I want y'all to remember this now. When I bring up those consumer reporting companies, that list I'm about to show y'all, I want y'all to remember this. Matter of fact, we're gonna go there now. Since this is the part we are on. I want y'all to remember this right here. Consumer report is telling you what belongs there, how it's supposed to be, and all this other stuff, right? It's giving you the whole line out, right? So this is where it comes right here to the CFPB. So CFPB, for those of you who do not know, CFPB stands for Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The only bureau that you have is the CFPB. Right here, .gov. And of course you have the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's also another government entity, right? But for the sake of the law, we're talking about the CFPB. So this is the notes I want y'all to take. So I just showed y'all what a consumer report is. Now I am going to show you how to find this list. The list you are going to look up. So I'm going to tell it to you and then I'm going to type it, right? So I want you to write this down. That way when you go to the CFPB website, you will know exactly where to go. So when you're ready, drop me a 1 or drop ready in the comments. That way I can tell you what you need to be typing in the search. And again, this is for informational and educational purposes only. For those of you who is new to me, my name is Nikisha. I am your consumer law expert, your coach, or whatever you want me to be to you. My whole goal is to teach you how to be more informed and also educated, right? That way you know how to properly insert yourself, right? Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. This is my lane and this is the lane I stay in. This is what I teach. This is my specialty. I don't teach contracts, laws, or anything like that. However, I do know about contract laws. I don't teach it publicly. So I stay in my own lane. If I don't know, I'm not going to share it. However, I will go and do some research and find that shit and do a video and show it to your ass on how you can go find it. For those of you who don't like to use Google. So, everybody said they was ready and they dropped the 1. When you go to cfpb.gov or you go to Google and you type in CFPB, you are going to go right here to the search area. And in this section, you are going to type in consumer reporting companies. Consumer reporting companies. All right, so I told it to y'all, so y'all need to give me a second. I'm going to lay this down. I'm still here. I'm going to type it in, consumer reporting companies. And the reason why I want you to type in consumer reporting companies in the search section is because there's going to be a lot of different, hold on. Where's my mouse? The reason why you're going to type in consumer reporting companies is because the list I want you to go to is going to be the list that's directly the first one. Let me show y'all something. If you don't type it in the right way, you got to go through all of these right here, all 6,318 in some cases, to find what I'm going to show you. But if you type it exactly like I just told you, consumer reporting companies is going to be the very first one that pops up on your search when you hit enter. It's going to say list of consumer reporting companies. Boom. What we are going to do is we are going to click on it. And for those of you taking notes and following along, I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to just go back and repeat what I just said while you write that down. So again, we are on the When we get to the, hey Lisa, how you doing? When we get to the CFPB website, we are going over here to the search. Inside the search area, we are going to type in consumer reporting companies. When we type in consumer reporting companies, it's going to bring up a list of the consumer reporting companies. And look, it's all updated. 2024 list of consumer reporting companies. It's telling you what these companies are. We're going to click on download PDF. And right now, this one right here is up because this is where we left off this morning. When I was telling people about the evictions, how to get these evictions off of your report. When you download the list, this is where it's going to pop up. It's going to say list of consumer reporting companies. And it's directly from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It's on the cfpb.gov website. A lot of people ask, Coach, where is a good place to read, or what do you read from? I always tell people this here. If it does not line up with what's on the .gov website, if I'm using something outside the .gov website, if it does not coincide and it does not mirror what the government is saying, I'm not using it. Point blank, period. Because I can't get in trouble with the facts. This right here is those secondary agencies that's housing your information. Okay? Give me a second, y'all. Let me turn my lights on outside because it's getting dark. Tap the live, share the live. Interact with the live. Again, I need my goal is to be at 10,000. I need 10,000 likes. Let me turn my lights on outside. Tap the live, share the live. Tap the live. Thank you for tapping. I see those hearts. Thank you for tapping. Let me close up some things and turn some lights on up in here. All right, all right, all right. Oh, let me turn this light here on too. Let me turn this light on too. Thank you for the 10.7K likes. All right. Here we go. So this right here is going to be your list of the secondary agency. When you get this, I want you guys to go through it. If you don't read nothing else, I want you to read the table of contents, the introduction. It's telling you who can see your consumer report. It's telling you everything you need. Look, who can see your consumer reports? Consumer reporting companies must follow legal restrictions, but generally can provide consumer reports and risk scores to any array of businesses, including lenders, including those that offer credit cards, home, payday loans, personal, title, auto, including auto leasing, student loans, security deposit, financing and leasing guarantees on home rentals, and buy now, pay later products. Employer, government agencies to determine eligibility for government assistance. Landlords and residential real estate management companies for short and long-term residential property rentals. Oh, which report they're going to be? It's going to be the tenant screening. Check screening. Bank, credit unions, payment processors, and retail stores that accept personal checks. This is going to be the check screening. So let's go further down. I'm just giving you some information that you can use. It's telling you, it's giving you the whole play. It's telling you the rules in the beginning of this document. It says you can get rejected without warning, and it tells you the information. It also talks about adverse actions against you based in whole or in part. Remember, When we was looking at the definition section, it talked about information that's in our consumer report that's being used in whole or in part. I'm about to show you that. Be patient. Laying your foundation down, baby. Know your data. This is why this is the reason why I tell people to know your data. You have to go and pull this report. A lot of people tell you guys to do what? A lot of people tell y'all to go freeze the report, but they don't tell you what to do after the report. The instruction that people are giving you guys when you freeze the report, they're telling you to go freeze it, but ain't nobody telling you to go request your report and then freeze it. The way you should be doing this process is like this right here. Before you freeze the report, you want to request the report. Here is why. Here is why. The reason why you want to request your report before you freeze it is because once you put the freeze on the account, in some cases, you have to wait until that PIN number comes in the mail, which can take 7 to 14 business days. Who have 7 to 14 business days to wait for a damn PIN number? Why not go ahead and request your report first and then freeze your report? It's telling you all the information. Now let me show y'all something else. It tells, look, it's step 3, dispute. You have the right to request corrections to your report. This is the government website telling you. Dispute. This is step 3. It's giving you the information, but people are telling you guys to go and freeze the report, but they're not telling you the real reason why you are freezing the report. They're telling you that you're going to go freeze your report so that these companies don't interact with each other. That is false. Let me pull up the document. I'm not going to say this word, but I'm going to highlight it if I can. Matter of fact, I'm going to highlight the whole thing. This is right here. This is, look. This is your right. Let's read it. We're going to read right here. Consumers have the right to obtain a security freeze. What kind of freeze are we doing? We are doing a security freeze. I'm glad you got your LexisNexis report. So that means this live hit is on time for you. Because I'm going to pull up the LexisNexis report. I'm pulling all of it up. I'm just going through the document for you. Consumers have the right to obtain a security freeze. Let's see what it says. It says, you have a right to place a security freeze on your credit report, which will prohibit a consumer reporting agency from releasing information in your credit report without your express. Keyword here is express. See, when you see express, I want you to go and look up the legal term. What is the legal definition of express? Everything that you do from this point on, you have to look at it and read it in a legal sense. The reason why we have been, the reason why some of us is not getting the real results that we're looking for, because we are looking for from the eye that they have provided to us. But you have to be transformed by the renewance of your mind every single day by unlearning and relearning the right information, right? This is going to be a key term that you use when you write your notices to these people. You want to express yourself on paper. We are in a what? Paper war. Express authorization. Express authorization. Let's go back to the FCRA. Here we go. Permissible purposes of consumer reports. What is your permissible purpose for pulling my report? Remember earlier when I talked about collections, right? If you go and you pull your consumer report, you will see a soft inquiry on your report from that company that placed that collection on your report. You can see that soft inquiry. So if you go and you pull your Innovis report, which I'm going to show you that inside this document that we're going over, but I have to show you. I have to walk you through the information so you can have, yes, I'm still on the CFPB website, sweetheart. I have to show you the information so that you can understand what it is that you're reading, right? Because again, my whole thing is the basic principle. I'm gonna have to get off and come back on. Where's my charger to the never fails. Permissible purpose. I'm gonna need y'all, if y'all on this live and this information is valuable, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have to stop and switch devices, because this one here is gonna go dead. It has 10%. I am on the CFPB website. This is the document. Let me show you something. Let's go back to the top. Let's go back to the table of contents. This is the table of contents in that document. The list of consumer reporting agencies, right? These are the agencies that's going to be in the report. I mean, inside this document. So let me tell y'all something. Let me put a pen right here. If you have auto insurance, health insurance, life insurance, or any type of insurance, drop me a 1 in the comments. Drop me a 1 in the comments so I can know who I'm talking to. I'm about to show you something. See this right here? Personal property insurance. I'm about to show you something. This is your secondary reports. This is your secondary report. Have you ever thought and wondered to yourself, like, why the hell my rates keep going up? Have you ever thought to ask yourself that? If you ever thought to yourself, when you either switching insurance or you renewing your insurance, why the hell your rates going up? Drop a yes or a me in the comment section. You might want to go to the CFPB website, honey, like I just showed you, and pull up this, go to this part right here. Personal property insurance. Look, it says fast check your specialty insurance report when applying for insurance. It's telling you what you need to do. It's telling you to fact check. Fact check your specialty insurance report. And I believe LexisNexis should be on this list, but if not, I'm going to show you LexisNexis. Oh, yes it is. There it go right there. Boom. I thought so. So, with that being said, if your rates is going up and nothing changed, to your knowledge, nothing changed, that means it has to be some type of discrepancy somewhere on your consumer report, right? So, the one you want to go pull up is you could definitely go pull up your LexisNexis report, because that information is going to be there. This is the CFPB.gov website. That information is definitely going to be on your LexisNexis report. So when you go and you request this information, definitely ask and request for your LexisNexis report, because LexisNexis have everything on it. On the LexisNexis report, there's a section that shows your driving history, and it also shows your driving history, and it shows your insurance information on this report, right? But at the same time, check it out. Driver's history. Okay, look, this is where these people go at. They go and they pull this stuff on you before deciding what your rate is going to be, if you can have insurance with them. This is on the secondary report. Driver history. Look, you can request a report. Let me see. Can we freeze this one? This is one of those ones you cannot freeze. It's telling you, driver history provides reports to help its insurance clients underwrite policies and investigate insurance claims. These reports contain information and data collected from open public sources and government agencies regarding driving violations issued to specific individuals. Clients that are employers or potential employers can also use these reports to help determine whether someone qualifies or remains qualified for a particular job. So let's go over what we just went over, because I see we have new people coming in. They're asking questions about things that we already discussed. This is going to be your summary of what we went over so far. After that, I'm not answering any other questions until I get to that part again. So, summary. Right now, we are looking at the FCRA. And we're looking at the CFPB website. The reason why we look at the FCRA, because those are the rules of the game when it comes to consumer reporting, credit reporting. The document I have up right now, if you want to download or get a copy of this free document, you go to Google, type in cfpb.gov. When you get to their website, you are going to go to the search section on that website. You are going to type in consumer reporting companies. You're going to press enter, or you're going to select search, the little blue thing on the side. It's going to bring up a whole list of different things. It should be like 6,000 and some odd results. But you're going to pick the very first link that says list of consumer reporting companies. When you do that, you're going to get to the next page. You're going to click on download PDF. When you click on download PDF, this is the document that's going to pop up. Okay? So, with that being said, pull your driving history. It's telling you that you have the right to get a free report on your driving history. Why are you scared to ask for information that belongs to you anyway? Thank you for the follow. Some of you might be asking, like, well, damn, when we going to get to the data breach information? We're going to get to that in just a minute. But again, you got to have the basic principles, and you have to know the who, what, why, when, where, and how. I'm giving you a whole class for absolutely free, showing you how to protect yourself, giving you the real true reason of why you should be freezing your reports. It has nothing to do with cleaning your report and stopping companies from speaking to each other. I'm going to go back to the documentation right here. Let me show you. Let's go back. This is a document that all have received at some point in their lives. A summary of your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. This document comes inside documents that you receive, such as, like, maybe, I don't know, if you apply for credit, your light bill, your water bill, them damn bills they send your ass. If you see any damn discrepancy somewhere on your bill, it's telling you about, it's giving you your rights that you have to dispute any type of discrepancies that you may see on your account. This is what they give you. A summary of your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So let's go back and read how much time. But I am going to come back live on my other device. All right, where is that? There we go. Hold on. Right here, it says, in the same exact document that they sent to us in the mail, consumers have the right to obtain a security freeze. This is where we stopped at. This is where we stopped at. It says you have the right to place. Hold on, time out before I go any further, because it's a damn shame I have to go through this. TikTok. This information is for educational and informational purposes only. Everything I'm showing to you is Googleable. I'm not giving any type of legal advice or any type of legal counsel. I am giving you information that you can use. I'm giving you information that you can use. Here we go. This is why you're doing a security freeze. You have a right to place a security freeze on your credit report, which will prohibit a consumer reporting agency from releasing information in your credit report without your express authorization. Notice that they have this in bold. Remember, they have to provide you with this information. How did they say it? Conspicuously. Let me see. It has to be. Let me see. I want to get the terminology that they use. It should be conspicuous. Let me see. Where is that term? I want to use the right word because I don't want to be adding nothing to it. I don't believe in adding nothing to it. I want to give y'all exactly what they use. Clear and conspicuous. That's the term they use. Clear and conspicuous. That's the word they use. Clear and conspicuous. It's going to be somewhere in one of these things that I'm talking about. Hold on here. Hold on. We're going to get to it. It might be in the first one. Let me show y'all terms that you need to get familiar with. Reasonable procedures. For those of you who are taking notes, when you write in your notice and you putting these companies on notice and you sending in your dispute letters, you want to use their terminology. You want to ask them, what reasonable procedure did you take in your investigation? Why? Because upon the law, it tells me that I have the right to dispute. And I also have, look, accuracy and fairness. Where is that term that talks about clear and conspicuous? It's in here somewhere. Let me see. I ain't going to spend too much time trying to look for it, because I know I'm going to come across it when I keep on talking. Because we got 7% to cram all this information in your damn head. All right, y'all. Let's go back over here. Where we been? All right, so this part here is in bold. It's in bold because it has to be clear and conspicuous to you as the consumer. You have to see this stuff. This is very important to you. That's why it's in bold, right? So right here, it tells you the security freeze is designed to prevent credit, loans, and services from being approved in your name without your consent. They have to have your consent. Boom. You done been exposed to a data breach, and your information has been leaked on the World Wide Webs. In some cases, they selling your information on the dark web. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump right here right quick, but we're gonna go right back. Is this the one I want to? Is this the one, or is it the other one I was reading? Hold on, y'all. Let's get up to it. Let's get up to it. Let's get up. Ain't that some hot shit there? Damn. I'm gonna have to let me see if I can go live on my phone without look. Is this, no, it's this one right here. So with this being said, while I'm looking for what I'm looking for, I want you guys to get in. I want you guys to realize, look, they're telling you what you need to do. We need to be changing our usernames and our passwords. Because why? Our username and passwords was included inside this data breach. Let me show you some information that's been, look, let me show y'all some shit. Full names, email address, sexual orientation, chat transcripts, email correspondent transcripts. Man, look. Look. Payment logs. Let's go and look at Yahoo. What? Huh? Yahoo. Alibaba. I told you I've used Alibaba. I didn't even know there was even a data breach until I came and I pulled up this list. 62 billion accounts exposed. Look, Alibaba.com, 1.1 billion users has been affected. Look at this. As a matter of fact, this year right here was the time I was really using this damn website. Look, got our names, our phone numbers, our addresses, criminal records, online. Baby, look. Oh, let me show y'all another one. Let me show y'all one that y'all might not realize. Okay, of course, LinkedIn, we're going to go over this in just a minute, but I'm going to go deeper in this right here when I come back, because this shit going to die. Do y'all remember the Facebook data breach? So let me insert this right here. If you have inquiries on your credit report, or you have inquiries on your consumer report, and they're giving you a hard time removing these inquiries. Now, let me put this disclaimer. You do not want to try to remove inquiries off of your report on open accounts. Do not do that shit. Because if you go and try to remove an inquiry on an open account and you don't know what the hell you're doing, that account will be closed. And number two, if you trying to close an inquiry on an account that you have, like if it's tied to a car or a finance company that you finance your car through, a credit card or your home, guess what? if you go and do a damn report, they're going to investigate and your shit going to get taken. I'm telling you that shit straight up. Only do this shit on accounts that has nothing attached to it, right? If you have an inquiry, a hard inquiry that's not attached to anything. I know a lot of people tell y'all that y'all can call the CRAs, the credit reporting agencies, right? But let me tell you what the credit reporting agencies is going to tell you. Because that play that everybody is telling y'all, call the credit reporting agency. You want to ask for the FRAUD department, and you're going to tell them X, Y, and Z. But guess what? That play there is old. They're going to tell you, go and have you filed a police report? Have you did an FTC report? That's what they're going to ask you. I'm showing you why you are going to use the FTC. I'm going to show you why you're using the FTC. I'm going to show you how to use the FTC because I already have all this up because I'm going to go through the I'm going to do a whole full complaint on this website. But let me do this. 73 people on this live. I'll be right back. I'm going to give y'all time to follow. Let me pull out my other device. I got my phone. I'm about to go on my phone. It's pausing because my battery is about to die. So let me pull up TikTok on my phone.
27 years in prison, then I 8. Now these are...
All right. I'm about to end this live and I'm coming right back. Join the live. Here I go.